Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. So a few days ago I posted on my Instagram story and I was just like, send me any combination of 3 emojis and I'll make some art out of it. And a lot of y'all sent some emojis, so that's really cool. But I think that means I'm just gonna have to pick and choose some because I really just don't think I can do all of them. Even if I tried to, I just don't think I can. I'm just not built like that. Also, stay until the end of the video because from now on I've decided I'm gonna do an artist shout out every single video. I'm gonna start out by shouting out a couple art mutuals of mine at the end of this one, but in the future you can comment on any of my videos, just plug an art account on like any social media, it doesn't have to be Instagram. I'll shout 2 or 3 y'all out, maybe more, maybe less, I'm not sure yet, but that's an idea I had and I'm gonna follow through with it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's make some emoji art. Never thought I'd be saying that. Also, fun fact, I share a birthday with the Emoji Movie. Not to flex or anything, but just that I let you know. Thanks Adita for the emojis. First up we have a red heart, a devil, and a wilting rose. I wanted to do something monochrome for the first one to keep things simple before I tried anything more complex. I wanted to go for a tattoo-esque design with a cat/devil lady that I've been drawing recently. I added some heart glasses for the heart emoji and a rose for the rose emoji, as you can see, and I busted out the micron pens and Tombow markers for this one. Next up are the emojis that my boyfriend sent in. Thank you, Elliot. He gave me a frog, the electric guitar, and the partying emoji. I tried to envision something that felt warm, like the concerts that my band and I used to do, so I made a Polaroid picture looking thing and tried my best to make the drawing look kind of like a memento of some sort. And look at him, he's jamming. For this one I used a generic Pilot pen along with my Prismacolor pencils.
Try to recognize me all the same. Never want to
CJ gave me the lesbians, pink flower, and Saturn emoji to go off of. Thank you, CJ. So for this one, I wanted to add a bit more of a story to it. I wanted to make something about these 2 girls who are stuck in a spaceship and eventually fall in love. Oh, so cute. So the girl on the left is admiring the girl on the right with the flowers in her hair while she's staring out at Saturn. I used Tombow markers, Prismacolors, and micron pens for this one, and here's how it turned out. This person sent in the clown, broken heart, and lipstick emojis. The image that popped into my head was a clown having a breakdown, sloppily applying their lipstick. So I took a ballpoint pen and Tombow marker, and that's what I drew, or attempted to draw, you tell me. So drawing this clown actually inspired me to draw an entire clown-themed page on the right-hand page of the spread. So that's what happened there, and you'll see at the end when I flip through everything. And this is how this one turned out. Next, we have the DNA, Japanese dolls, and black heart emojis. I wanted to do an entire page for this one, so I did a bit of a preliminary sketch. I thought of the dolls as a couple, embracing each other amidst the chaos happening around them. You can interpret the rest of this how you will because I don't really have a context for the rest. I just wanted some DNA strands to be floating around in the background and for there to be vibrant and bold colors. For this one, I used a plethora of drawing materials. I used my favorite Sharpie oil paint markers, micron pens, mild liners, and Tombow markers here and there.
If I'm a child, then I'll always be a child. Is there any point in doing decent things? Maybe I'll go to Florida or New Orleans, like my father finding shelter.
For this next one, we have the rabbit, dove, and mouse. Now, I didn't really use the dove one, but I'd like to think that the girl represents the dove in some way, and she's sitting peacefully in a field with a rabbit and 2 mice. But they look more like rats. I don't know how to draw mice. I used micron pens and a mild liner for this one. And here's the finished product. Hannah sent in the bride, heart, and devil emojis. Thank you, Hannah. So for this one, I took a lot of inspiration from Vune. I used a Sharpie fine tip for the line art and mild liners to get that kind of neon and yellow look that she often has in her work. I made this one about a bride who gets possessed or something and then stabs herself in the heart at her wedding. I made the line art kind of shaky to get that signature Vune look, and tried to make the colors like her work too. I actually really like how this one turned out. For the next one, we got the snail, rain, and mushroom emojis. I was really tired at this point, I'm gonna be honest, so I kind of put the minimum amount of energy into this one. I did the line art with a Sharpie again and really terribly colored it in with my Sharpie oil paint pens. Then I took everything that I made in that separate sketchbook, aka my shit book, and glued them into my main current sketchbook just so I have everything in one place. And here's the little finished product of that little baby snail piece. Ella sent my favorite little flustered emoji, the jeans, and a horse. I decided to get a little resourceful for this one and took my USPS receipt from earlier that day to draw on. I drew a horse wearing pants, and I wanted to draw it wearing pants in a different way as well, but I realized I didn't have enough room for that on the receipt. Oh well. Anyways, he looks really zooted, and I hope you enjoy that funky little man. I low-key like this style of like shaky looking line art and stupid looking subjects. It's just so funny and enjoyable to me. And as you can see, I put the little flustered face on the horse. He almost looks like a minion, but never mind that. Anyway, there he is. And then I just took some glue and glued the receipt into my sketchbook with everything else. Last but not least, Bailey sent a mushroom, coffin, and a knife. I didn't really have a clear idea as to what I was going to do, so I started out with some thumbnail sketches. I then thought of this kind of Snow White in the woods scene because I think there was something like that in the movie. I don't really remember. But since there's a mushroom emoji, I made the lady mushroom themed and included a dagger to represent the knife. I used acrylic paint for this one, and it's not really my style, but nevertheless, I enjoyed it. I wish I had taken the time to add more detail though, but I think it turned out alright. After the paint dried on here, I went ahead and just did some line art with the Micron pen. It wasn't that impressive, so I just did it off camera. And yeah, I'm gonna flip through these now, and there's the clown page I mentioned earlier. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm going to be shouting out two of my art mutuals. So first off, I'm going to shout out Lake, who is based in Louisville, Kentucky, and they use a lot of vibrant colors on top of black paper, which I think is really cool. They also design tattoos along with some clothing, and they just got some all-around really good vibes, and I'm hoping to get some clothing done by them soon actually. So yeah, go follow them. Next up is Marion, who I've been mutuals with for a hot second. She's got some amazing technical skill, and she helped start a zine. I also mentioned that she has Instagram story polls because they're just really interesting and fun to do, so I would follow her just for that if I were you. And here's some of her work. Ooh, look at that talent, my goodness. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this challenge thing, and let me know what else you want to see because I'm still learning. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do, and happy holidays if you celebrate. And remember, I love you so much. I very much appreciate you. Alright, bye-bye.